Warning: the following TTRPG stream is intended for mature audiences and may contain material that is not suitable for all viewers. Viewers who may be sensitive to graphic content should proceed to the video description below, where timestamps of such events are provided to the best of our ability. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you. Hello, my fellow folk from the past, present, and future. Welcome to the 9th episode of Season of War, the first campaign for Lore Weavers TTRPG. Before we get into our introductions, I do have one quick announcement. The first custom item for this world, a PDF for the item of Chaos, is now out in places where you can find it for free. Links will be included in the video description. But please go out, take a look. Please use it in your game in like all the insane ways that you can, and reach out to us. Let us know all the crazy stuff you did. We'd love to hear about it. But with that, we're going to continue our chaotic introductions. And I get the esteemed pleasure of beginning with Cal. Now, how would one define Cal? I would say I could do it with something he enjoys. One word, a name actually. Geppetto. Cal likes pulling little strings and making me scared in all the different ways possible. We had a great Cthulhu game, for example, where all he needed was our collective imaginations and a jar of leeches, actually, to scare the absolute crap out of me. He's a firm enjoyer of all things creepypasta, and is an incredible storyteller, able to riff and improv in a lot of different ways. But other than that, had the good pleasure of knowing Cal for a while here. Excited to see him play Yonan McPherson, who is not supposed to be, in any way, shape, or form, the dad of the party, but sometimes is. As in this group, no one truly is. And other than that, Cal, I'll toss it over to you.
Why, thank you. That's very sweet, heartfelt. It just warms my heart to think that I'm still in your nightmares. And I have the pleasure of introducing the man, the legend, the master of systems. I get Frederick.
Woo!
Rez has been playing with us for a while now, and he is just a great role player, great at keeping me on my toes. Actual real-life vampire, not many people know this, and playing the always a bit shaky, but never quite shaken, monk who knows who he is, even if he's got no clue about anything else, the wonderful Gax Dreamcast.
Dampcast, no.
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast.
Gax.
I'm not a damn game console.
Is this live? Are we recording this?
Don't tell me we're putting
Yes.
this on the internet. What are these cameras?
Hard to inform you, but yes.
We'll fix it in post.
I will try.
And with that, my good man, Rez.
Yeah. Me personally, I very much appreciate those kind words, Cal. However, on my hand, I have the pleasure of introducing Tables, who I've been playing with for a while, along with the rest of these fine players here today. He unfortunately is not able to actually be on camera, so he has his human familiar here with us instead of his actual body. He's not named Tables for no reason after all. But I've known this man about as long as I've known everyone else. Great role player, very fun to role play with, and always finds it very easy to slip in and out of character at a moment's notice, which can be surprising at times. But I will now hand it over to you, human familiar.
Thank you very kindly. I believe I am introducing Billy. if that is your real name. So, Ken,
That's it.
Billy is a professional cat herder. In fact, I have way too many cats around my house, but I think he
Speaking of
probably
which.
has more. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, he's from the cold northern country known as Canada.
Okay.
I will not get into the specifics because I don't want to dox him.
He's in one of the Canadas.
Cold and it's windy.
He's in one of the Canadas. And he plays a young green goblin woman named Sushi, and my character Althadon has known her since she was a child. She grew up in a very, well, to her it was not scary because it's all she knew, but a very dark cave system. And I'm not going to go into all that because
You guys can figure it out.
yeah, you'll figure it out. And lastly, Billy was a background actor for Trailer Park Boys. 2 episodes.
Oh wow, didn't know that.
Billy's been to jail. In the show.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Jail?
Yeah,
it was.
Yep. Interesting.
Anyways, I guess that brings us up to you, Billy.
The village visit sometime.
Yeah. Never been in a jail before, and it was just neat to see it. Nonetheless, I'll be introducing Autumn. Autumn is basically the heart and soul of this group. We probably all wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her. She's been getting this to a level of production that's actually worth putting out there. So we have a lot of thanks to her in being here and being able to get these recordings out. She is also a voice actress in a multitude of things. You'll have to look that up. I'm sure someone's counting it somewhere. And
A lot of stuff.
At IMDb.
she's playing a character in Sushi's mind is a lizard folk named Akash, who likes to string his instrument, sing lovely tunes, and hit things. Although in recent time he's been a little different acting, at least in Sushi's mind.
Bracing for today's episode. Okay. And thank you. That was very sweet, Billy. I appreciate it. But no, I honestly think, I mean, if we're all being honest, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Jack. Like, Jack's kind of the, he's running the game. And going to that, I'm introducing Jack. So what do we know about Jack? Other than he's all cornering us in some back alley, whether it's a Toys R Us, a Walmart, or some sus ski resort
got a
in
back alley?
Minnesota on a Saturday night in January in 2021, you know. That's
I found it.
But for real, I've known Jack for, God, I don't know how many years at this point. I don't even remember. I think we met through Billy. I think that's how we met, or we met earlier through tables. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's a really cool guy, excellent DM. As far as his story, like his world building and like storytelling abilities, like he is one of the best improv RPers that I've met as far as being able to have an engaging conversation on the fly from the DM's perspective. So it's excellent, and he has made this fabulous campaign that we're all playing in.
Yeah.
Other than that, he has a lot of other terrifying stuff in store for us to try to kill us, I'm certain. So that's exciting just to see. And yeah, I think I'm excited to see what else he has to show us in this world and kind of explore it. It's always kind of fun though seeing his other campaign and just seeing all of the Eldritch Abomination pictures, and I'm like, we're just here, la 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 la, and like this fucking pirate town, and like they're like fighting this medicine, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool.
You
But-
always say you guys are lying, but it's like, I'm traumatizing you consistently.
It's different, yes.
It's a different trauma.
But no, for real, he's a great DM, and I'm excited to be able to kind of show this to everyone, and everyone can kind of get a look into see of his world. So, yeah.
Well, that was way more generous than it needed to be, but thank you very much. I did partially set this up so I can get hyped up before I get into these sessions. Just kidding. I would not. But without further ado, allow us to get into things over here.
Yes.
Finally. Far north, within the continent of Leora, we find the Plumbers. Our party, tired from a hard day's work of slaying an aboleth and barely escaping from the crumbling cavern with their lives before finding themselves in yet another Empire trap. One foiled by their savior of the day, a pirate captain who is known as the Droplet of Death. But those who know her well call her Martina Troubadour. After letting the Empire ships take care of each other and bombing the archer-ridden cliffside, you, along with her crew and her ship, known as the Misty Escape, surged beneath the surface and arose once more in a much colder environment, a floating pirate city to the north known as Waterworld. The sounds of black powder guns firing occasionally, raucous laughter, drunken singing, and let's be honest, way too many accordions, grew louder and louder as you grew closer. Upon arrival, you all got settled into your schwanky little penthouse spot in a floating district of the city called The Rigging that Martina had lent you. After settling in, taking some food to go, you left on a little shopping trip endeavor and returned to the chaos that is sushi. Here, in the Onyx Gardens, this night will forever be known as the night that glass fell from the sky and the barrel came thundering after. And it is in
We're
this
infamous
moment.
now. We're officially infamous.
Not what I would
Akash.
like to be.
You and Gax remained down below, as the rest of the crew was upstairs in the penthouse. Sushi sort of, not wishing to go down after her foils and having a bit of a fear of heights, and the rest of the party just bringing their stuff up. You remain down below amongst the chaos. You see that there are, standing around you is a scene of blood and chaos. People are covered in cuts. Women in dresses are crying. And there is a man that is currently alive that has his whole torso stuck in a barrel on the ground. You can see one of his fingers just twitching. And Akash, as you are taking in this scene, take a deep breath. You realize that Gax is right there next to you as well, as we pick up where we left off last session.
Yeah, I'm sure someone will figure this out. Let's get out of here before we get questions.
What the? Okay. He just kind of arches his eyebrow and just kind of just moves on.
Yeah, I'm sure there's somewhere here that we can use to blow off some steam, considering, well, you kind of need it. And yeah, what's up?
Oh no, I was gonna ask, like, what time is it roughly at night right now?
It is it's probably like 12:05 a.m. on the 29th of Horisol. We've finally gotten to the next day.
Okay.
Come on, don't tell me you're afraid of losing a little sleep.
No, I don't care at this point. I'm more concerned about everyone else. So, what's kind of happening around us?
Yeah, so you see a woman has sort of rushes over to this barrel. Sir, are you okay? You were just telling us that tale as to... Oh... And she looks up to, as you see Connor O'Brien, that Asimar, sort of owner of the Onyx Gardens here, and one of the leaders of Waterworld sort of comes around the corner. Right. Did someone say that glass was falling from the sky?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a barrel on a man's torso. What was going on? Sir, a barrel fell on this delightful man. He was just telling me about this investment opportunity.
Let's go.
His name was, he called himself Captain Purplejacket. I don't... Oh, right. Bloody well. Oh, is he alive? I get... Alright, old chap, why don't you come here? And he reaches down, and sort of whispers a word as you see the twitching fingers, just whispers it into the barrel where you believe the head would be on this gentleman.
Okay.
As, yeah, you see that the twitching sort of stops, and he goes, well, why don't I come and help you out here? And he'll sort of switching accents a bit, pulls up this guy just grabs the barrel and tugs him up, which uprights this gentleman and begins walking him back as he shoots a look up to the penthouse where he sent a barrel full of stained glass per the request of you all.
Yeah, as this is happening, right, me and Akash are like slowly backing away.
Just not getting involved in this.
Yeah, just like, okay, like,
Yeah,
seems like they have
people?
everything covered. Yeah, we weren't
Never
here
met
to
them.
begin with.
Well, if you guys are backing away, do you wish to head up to the penthouse briefly, talk to everyone else before going out, or you're gonna try to dip out yourselves first? Keep the party ever split.
I would say Gax would be going away.
Yeah, I would just, they
away
don't need to
from
know
the
where we're
penthouse.
going. Let's just go, I guess,
Yeah,
somewhere else.
I'm sure we could find somewhere.
Wait. I'm sorry, I don't want to slow things down, but I thought last week that you guys actually did come up.
Mm-mm.
No?
No, Althodon went up.
Am I remembering?
Yeah,
Oh, right,
Althodon went up.
Alphadon.
Yes.
Mhm.
Althodon would.
Alright.
So they did not
That's-
go. They stayed down. But yeah, as you guys take off into the city, any direction, or are you guys grabbing drinks from the? There's like bar carts that serve mai tais, bumbos, margaritas that you can just grab and go. Everything's in a coconut. What do you want?
So, are we looking for an actual like fighting ring, or do you want to just start something right here? Because I could just grab one of those drinks and start something right here.
And he kind of just looks around.
They're pirates. They're gonna like it.
Yeah, you see there's like some laughing as this door kicks open and a guy pulls out his gun. You hear a shout from inside. You know you have to declare it first. And they say, will you duel me? And he goes, yeah, I'll do. And the guy just pulls out his pistol and shoots this other guy as he falls into the water. And then he turns around and walks into the alley.
You know what?
See, what did I tell you?
There's just a dead body now floating in the ocean, right in the middle of the
Okay.
dock maze. Let's just
And
say.
we haven't officially had a long rest yet, or the effects of it. So you know
Nope.
what? He's just like, hold on a minute, and I'm going to pull out my potion of greater healing and just chug it really quickly, because I don't have a lot of health right now.
Oh, that's
Instead of doing that, you know, yeah, fair enough. You want to chug the expensive potion? You
Yeah.
can. All right.
So it's 44.
Yeah, Gax, you see Akash pull out easily greater healing potion, about 200 gold. As he just pulls it out and chugs it right there.
Hey, once you're finished with that, if we're gonna start this right here, can I have that bottle? Once you're
14?
done?
Sure, so 14 health. Well, that's not much, but okay, 14 health. So 19 plus 14.
Isn't it plus something?
Yep, it's 4d4 plus 4.
Mhm.
So, okay. I'm about half health. I was pretty fucked up, so...
Yeah.
Alright, let's just get the most damage possible. Why not? It kind of
He's
just...
like reaching out for your bottle.
Yeah, he hands it to you, and he kind of just starts cracking like his knuckles, his joints, kind of like.
Yeah, Gax is gonna like hold the bottle for a little bit, feel its weight, look around to the nearest person who looks slightly drunk.
So, and then I told her, as it just crashes into his head. As you're cracking your knuckles, you see this group of pirates standing around a barrel that has like this little fire coming out of it. They're like warming their hands. You see as this one guy sort of looks over, and as he turns around, you see there's a big chunk of a glass from the bottle that's in his mouth, and he looks at you, Gax, and he just goes,
Wow. You're the
As
kind that
he-
likes nails, don't you?
cracks his back, warms up his arms, and it's almost as when he does this, he starts to grow in size as he begins walking over to you. Akash, are you doing anything to ready yourself in this moment?
At this point, I'm just preparing myself. I'm not using any weapons in this. I'm strictly using bare fists with this. So.
Well,
I'm gonna roll a perception check quick.
hey there, big ugly. You ready?
That's a 4. He walks right up to you, Akash, as he sees there's a little bit of healing potion down the side of your lip, thinking that you're the one that chucked it, and then spits blood and glass into your face.
I
this bout. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question. As he's rearing up to spit the blood, right? Can I say go time and have my animated shield very quickly move from my back in the way of the blood?
Yeah, as you see Skipper pop out, and he go, "We're gonna take your firstborn child, pal. Let's go." As he comes out and it just gets blood and glass stuck on his face, and he goes, "Usually you take me out for a glass of wine first, but whatever, let's do this." As this big brute of a man, just this Goliath with tattoos down his bald head, looks at this floating shield and goes, blood all over his mouth because he tried to chew glass to look tough.
Yeah.
As the shield is mocking him, and he fully his turn is just, I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get a big guy.
But yeah, as he's jumped over, you see his buddies are sort of following him up to come over. This isn't a formal combat. What are you guys doing?
So.
Fire!
So.
Yeah.
How? When the bottle hit him, does he have like any cuts, or did he kind of like just eat the glass completely, or is his jaw cut up?
No, he has a cut all along this because it hit him in the side of the face, and then part of the glass sort of like slid into his mouth and stopped there. And that's the glass that he chewed.
Okay.
Jax is gonna immediately pull back Skipper and step to the side to allow Akash to do what he wants first.
No, come on, boss. We got it. We were gonna
Give him a second.
I want to punch, but I want to like aim for that cut in his jaw, specifically like an uppercut in that location.
All right. Give me a unarmed strike roll. I believe it's strength plus proficiency.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Unarmed. I think I can just, let's see. Actions.
Should have it in your thing.
15?
No, I. Oh.
Yeah, strength plus proficiency.
Okay.
15? Yeah, absolutely. You sock this guy in his mouth. A couple of his teeth go flying.
Yeah.
It only does 4.
Oh,
It
okay, it's just
does-
4 flat?
It just
Okay.
does your strength bonus normally.
Oh, okay. No
Um,
rules.
Yeah, as you sock him, and we're gonna abbreviate some of this. But yeah, as you sock him in his face, some of his teeth go flying. I mean, he's still up. He looks like a big, tough motherfucker, but
Yeah.
you hit
As-
him hard.
As like a follow-up to that, right? As like he's reeling from the punch Akash gave him, I'm going to have Skipper get in front of me and basically use my leg, like do a small spin and kick Skipper into this guy's like the crook of his knee, so he falls down onto the ground, like from the off balance of the punch, and also Skipper going into the back of his knee.
I was like,
Gotcha.
that's a
Privilege.
vibe. I was like,
Yeah, go ahead and make it
Yeah.
a strike. Go ahead and make a strike for me.
All right, let's see this. just a regular unarmed strike?
Yeah.
Cool. 17?
Yeah. That'll do it. I'll roll a dex save for him. Not a natural one. Just describe to me how you put him through the deck if you want to. Describe to me what happens.
Yeah, so as like Akash, puts him off balance with that really nice hook, Gax can't contain himself. He has to get into this. And, he uses Skipper, like, basically kicks Skipper a little bit, so he starts to spin in the air, does a little twirl, and then kicks Skipper, like, basically Captain America in his ass, and throwing Skipper directly into the back of the knee of this man, and as he falls, he'll have Skipper immediately go straight down onto, like, go straight around and down onto this guy to make him fall harder.
Yeah. As parts the way through there, Skipper swoops around and hits him down. As you see, this guy slams into the docks, hitting a piece of rod, and as he falls straight through into the water. He's not going to drown there. He can swim, but he's effectively out of this fight.
And how many more are there?
3 more, baby.
3 more? Hey, Akash, take your pick.
I want to ask if I can do 2 things, and I don't know if I can at the same turn.
Yeah.
I want to.
We're in a loose zone here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Describe to me what you want to do.
I want to like roar because I'm really pissed off and intimidation, and then I want to goat them, and try to like ram them with my horns and like headbutt them.
Ooh. Okay. I thought you were trying to say goad, and I was like, you want to intimidate and then goad them, but you said goat and use that as a verb.
Yes.
I want to make them the greatest.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check. As you were also I'll give you advantage. You're a fucking dragon person.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
Normally, you need to multi-class into druid in order to use goat as a verb.
23.
23. Woo! Yeah, you roar an intimidation, and one guy straight up's like, you know what? I always thought Clive was a bit of a jackass, so you do you. I'm gonna go this way, right? In fact, here's my coin purse. And he just drops it and turns around and walks the other way.
That's the one I'm gonna goat.
Oh, God. Okay. So you say that, the other two are like, what the fuck, Bryce? As you charge, give me an athletics check.
No, 11?
Okay, I have to roll against that.
Uh-oh. Come on, Reyes. Absolutely fail.
You see, you rush towards him, right? As it's almost like an anime moment. He turns, there's a glint in his eye. He moves faster than lightning as he spins around. There wasn't a cape on his back, it unfurls from his hood. As he spins around and fully goes and trips you, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Ooh, you
10?
got the skilled one.
No. As you trip and go straight first into a crate,
Okay.
you will take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you go straight into a crate.
Ooh.
Okay.
I have a question. As this is happening, Gax is gonna he knows there are 2 guys in front of him that are just distracted, right? So he's gonna go towards the bar, and is there just a drink there?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, so Gax just takes that as like Akash is going to ram the guy and fail. And he's just gonna chug it as quickly as possible, and to get the other 2 guys' attention, after he's finished, he's just gonna chuck the mug at one of them.
You just into picking shit up and chucking it at me.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Give me a Constitution save to see how quickly you can chug this drink, and I'm just gonna
Yes, sir.
roll a d6.
9. Oh boy.
9.
If I have to do it like half full, I'm gonna feel sad about it.
The
but...
problem is you don't look at the drink before you chug it, and
I
you don't
see.
realize that it is straight high-proof rum.
Ooh.
As you chug through half of it, don't kid yourself. You're an alcoholic, so
Yeah.
you have a good amount of potency. It's obviously alcohol doesn't hit immediately.
Yeah,
But you
I
know,
can feel it.
you have a limited time until you're intoxicated at this juncture, and you have an option now. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Gax.
Okay. Wisdom. 21.
Okay. So you see your rum. You also see a candle, and then you go, probably not. As you look around at the entire wooden docking in this area, you can still chuck your drink at him if you want, but
Yeah, maybe not today. And then he's gonna just be like, gentlemen, we could do this the quick way or the fun way. Which one are you choosing?
what do you think the quick way is? I don't know. What do you think the hard way is? I wonder if he's doing like a riddle where like
I'm kicking the
hard way
shield
is-
to one of them.
Yeah, you see this? They're fully having this conversation, and yeah, they're drunk. They're pissed drunk. They were pissed drunk having drinks over a barrel fire. And, yeah. So go ahead.
For those of you at home, the
Oh my
fun
God,
way
is this a
would be to
bum
carry
fight?
this out,
Yeah.
carry this way out until I'm pissed drunk. But I guess the quick way, since these two are not in the fighting mood. So
Yeah.
How can these guys be so stupid and yet still overthink things?
so yeah, I'm kicking my shield into one of them to get them
It's a
to stop
talent I have.
talking. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an attack for me.
15.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, you fully walk up to one of these guys, knock him out mid-sentence. As he was saying, what if like the quick way, the hard way is the easy, just fall on. Yeah. Knocked out. You see as the other guy goes, "No, what? You're a fucking asshole," and he's gonna actually start to square up.
Quick way it is.
Just throws the most telegraphed punch you've ever seen in your life. You just lower your head like an inch, and it
Yeah,
goes,
just like-
yeah.
Lower, fucking straight up into his jaw.
Yeah, as you're doing that, Akash, you are getting up from the rubble. You see his Breas and this cape that seemed to come out of his hood. This relatively handsome human man, and as you're looking at him now, he suddenly does not seem as drunk as maybe he appeared before. Have you had enough? Or do you need a proper beating?
Ooh.
Akash?
No, I'm thinking, he's still pretty pissed off, so he's like, well, I came here for a fight.
Man's pondering
Well, then-
the breath weapon.
Breas of the Slipstream, is it a pleasure to meet your fist?
Oh god, you have Slipstream in your name? That's so... Yonin.
That's so tacky.
Yeah, you see as he takes off his cloak in a, like, really, really fantabulous way, and then he goes, now you'd think that was a mistake with the wind, as it's blowing away and about to, like, land in the water.
Oh
I'm
no.
looking at
It's a
him the
family-
entire time.
It's a family cloak as he snaps his fingers and it flies back onto his back.
Oh, he's showing off. He's showing off on you. You gonna take that? As Gax is like mid fight with
How
someone
tall
else.
is he?
What?
How tall is he?
How tall is he?
Yeah.
He's about 6'4".
Okay.
For a human, I mean, he's fucking tall.
Okay, I can't pick him up and be like, oh, you're adorable.
No. Oh dear.
Okay.
Lay him out.
He holds his hands up. He's ready to duke it out with you. I won't hit you while you're down.
Yeah, at this point, I'm gonna try attacking him with my retractable claws. Fuck it. I haven't used this yet.
He's trying to throw hands. You're trying to cut him open.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
Oh.
kind of
It's
like,
Waterworld, baby.
Yeah.
because
What?
it's cute. I'm gonna personally destroy his family cloak. That's more of what I'm aiming for at this point. Is I want to rip his clothing up because he's annoying. So.
Yeah. Get up.
Okay. Mr. Oh my gosh, family cloak aims a slipstream fast.
This is for my family. Oh no, it was for his family.
It probably doesn't hit.
Yeah, 12's not gonna hit.
Okay.
Do you go to make your strike? He sidesteps. Are you sure you want to do this?
Of course.
I wouldn't want to mess up that handsome face. of
Wait,
yours.
do I get multi-attack? Yeah. Yeah.
I think you would. Yeah.
I get 2 attacks. Or
Just like you wouldn't want to mess
Yeah,
up that
you
face,
have
and he
extra
immediately
attack,
goes
yeah.
for another one.
15?
15 will also not hit.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh, you really got the skilled one. I'll take it out the mooks.
Yeah, as he is going to, as he says, wouldn't want to mess up that handsome face, winks at you and follows that wink immediately up with the right. Pretty good. 16 on the die. No, that's only a 19 to hit.
Yeah, it's...
Okay. You take 2 points of damage. He punches you in the face. He's not the strongest guy in the world. He's gonna follow up with an extra attack.
You hit like a baby. Uh-oh.
All right. He lands that right hook, feeling confident, sort of leans in, puts a lot of weight on his left foot as he goes to grab your head to shove it into his knee, as the rotted plank from underneath his foot gives way, as you see like this intense face of like noble demeanor trying to be suave in the fight, immediately goes, oh shit, as he plummets one of his legs down into the dock, and like scraping up his leg. Yeah, as he goes up, and you just see there's blood starting to form in the water sort of below him. So he goes,
I hope there are no sharks. I really hope there are no sharks.
God, oh God, the fishery's nearby. Can you get me out of here, please? Please?
No.
Please? Those are fins. And that's the rest of his turn. I rolled a
I
natural one.
love him!
Gotta love that.
He's pathetic!
And look at him. Finish
It's
him
like
off.
Harry and Hardy, but if Harry and Hardy didn't get knocked down at his lower level, it actually gained a couple levels.
Yeah. Gax, I'm guessing he's still fighting the other drunk
Yeah,
one, right?
yeah,
As this
yeah.
is happening. So after he ducks that attack from the guy who's still up, he immediately follows up with a hook up into this guy's jaw, and then if he's still up, immediately into an elbow.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your attack.
Let me see. Dirty
Yeah.
20?
Nah, that'll hit.
9.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
looking.
you automatically start following with the elbow, but he drops too fast from your hook, so you don't hit
It's
anything.
not-
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh,
I
he's
thought you
gone.
guys, I thought you, ooh, now I feel bad. How are you doing over there, Cot? Ooh. I'll let you handle this one.
Are you going to pay for me drink? Or are you just gonna stand there like a jackass? As you look over, you don't see anyone within eyesight that you're looking for. As you adjust down, you see, and it's weird, not the voice you would be expecting from a little blue kobold with an eye patch staring up at you, full captain hat on, feather in it, hand on his hips.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, give me an insight check. For what?
Can I see if this because he is obviously wearing captain garb, right? And I would know
Mhm.
that. Yeah, didn't it just beat up his crew?
Give me an insight check.
And he's asking me for a form of compensation, or like what's going on here?
Well, I think you threw his
19.
drink.
Oh, I might have thrown his drink. Yeah.
You chugged half his drink and then threw his drink. That's what he was saying.
Oh.
But with a 19, you have the sense that he might be here looking for spare people on his crew. Was considering the men you just beat up. is considering
Oh.
them.
Yeah, apologies about that. And then I'm gonna flick. How much would? Can I make like a roll to maybe see how much that drink would have cost? It probably would have cost
Give
a
me
lot.
a standard intelligence check.
Put him in
Standard
air
intelligence.
jail.
Don't put him in air jail. That man's a captain. Natural 20. I know my drink. All right, tell me how much.
5 silver.
I see. And for your troubles, thank you for the fill up. And I'm just gonna toss him a gold.
Yeah, they'll take it. You care to share one then?
Well, that's probably about the best thing you could have offered.
Right, as he clicks his heel and his boots extend up on like little springy things so he can be, as you see, he sort of tries to stop clicking his heel and he's just
Yeah.
a little bit taller than you and goes, oh, I just need to adjust this quick. As he clicks
yeah,
it
take
down
your
and then
time.
it's just like a little short. He goes, oh, fuck, sorry, this thing's a bit finicky. There we go. Now I can look you in the eyes. As we have a proper drink off.
Yeah.
Grenville, bring us the bottle.
Oh, I hope you can hold it, man.
Yeah, it's at this point you're hearing the screams of this man as his leg is gashed open. And Akash, it's your turn.
Okay.
You're standing over him. He went from suave and cool to helpless with a big cut on his leg, and there's sharks in the area. What would you like to do?
So, as he's kind of stuck there, I kind of want to like lean down and take out, like, unsheath my sword and like put it at his neck
Take his cloak.
and basically be like,
Just get me
You
out of
better
here,
be-
please.
oh,
Just get me out of here, please. You don't have to kill me.
be
I don't want to get eaten by sharks.
Shut up! Please. Be thankful that I'm actually one of the nice ones. Keep your mouth shut, you little shit. And then he just kind of puts the sword away and kind of just like tries to unwedge him by like breaking off some of the boards if there's any attached to his leg. And then if I can, I do have my lay on hands pull. So I'm going to, however much would take to heal his leg.
You can just mark off 3 and he'll
Okay.
be fine. It was more the fact that he was stuck and bleeding into the water.
Okay.
when There's sharks around. As you're able to snap off some of the boards, get him out of there. There's still a piece of wood jammed into his leg. If you want to make a medicine check for me, you can, or you can just lay on hands about it.
I'll try to make a medicine check because otherwise I'm just gonna yank
That's
it.
just funnier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a medicine. check.
13?
13. Yeah, you go to about yank it, and then they're like, "That's an artery. Probably shouldn't do that."
Or
You
lay
felt
on
a
hands.
lot of blood. There was like a lot of blood coming out of the side, so you felt maybe pulling it out wasn't the best idea. And then you're able to just do a couple lay on hands points and heal him up as he goes, I was trying to walk away from you. Why? Why did you do that? I felt so cool when I spun around, but I was so scared. Why? Why did I come to this place?
Feeling cool
Oh.
isn't worth your life, kid.
The what isn't worth my life?
Doing flashy shit when you can't back it up with a punch isn't worth it. Once you can actually throw one and with enough effort to back up your bark, then you can show off like that.
I landed that one on you. Surely that kind of hurt, right? Right? Please tell
I
me that.
felt it.
Oh,
That's
How
a
did
win!
this guy get to-
oh, knock him out. Knock his bitch ass
my
out.
God!
Is
the
Harry? Is
exact
Hardy with us?
wrong-
He's not with us. Hardy's not with us. God damn it.
No, he is.
I
Hardy is
really
back
want
in-
them to meet now.
Hardy is back in Seaward's Port, but I think we just met his cousin.
I know
Maybe a long-lost
someone
brother?
that you remind me of, or you should meet. Anyway,
Another great warrior, I suppose.
And what I just look over at what
Is
the
that
fuck
your
Gax is
friend
doing.
over there chugging high-proof rum with a tiny kobold man on stilts? As you look over, you see that exact scene of Gax.
By the way, I took the pouch. As
Oh,
we were like walking
Okay.
back to the bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
We gotta ask Harry and Hardy, was his father like a mailman?
You have some nights to travel around. Arian Hardy's father was some sort of sellsword that passed through the area. He has no idea who he is.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, we're gonna run into one of these in every town, and they're all fucking related.
I love it.
But as you see Gax chugging the booze, Akash, anything last things you would like to do? Are you gonna partake in the drinking or stay sober?
Stay sober at this point, and I wouldn't actually talk to him. It's like, why are you? How old is this dude? Like 20s? Is he like a late teenager?
Reyes of the Slipstream.
Yes.
Hi, Reyes of the Slipstream. He likes to say his name.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Do what? But you should always say your full title when you announce
No.
yourself, so that everyone knows who you are in your station, so that they know that.
Don't do that. That's gonna get you killed. Like don't say attacks. Don't do that either.
Don't see
Is there
what?
just like a manual that all of these idiots are reading?
Yeah, Adventurer's Guide for Dummies.
Yes.
Step 3: say your name repetitively.
So we can always know where you
Why
are.
are you here? You don't seem to fit in with. And he kind of just motions his hands over to everything.
Well, I'm here because I was hired for protection on a ship, and then it, got taken over by pirates, and, now I'm here and I escaped, and I'm just kind of on Waterworld. So that catches me up. What's up with you?
And he just kind of nods, like, yeah, that sounds about right. Killed an Eldritch Abomination, got almost ransacked by a military, had to escape, ended up here on a random ship that was summoned by a magical silver dollar thingy. Now we're here.
Hey, Akash, stop messing with the kid. Come have some.
I don't feel like drinking. For
Nah.
once.
Just pretty standard stuff for both of us, good old hardy adventures.
Oh no.
So, what is your plan from here on out? If you've escaped, are you just planning to stay here and call your name out and announce it to everyone at night in hopes of doing something with that?
I really thought you were gonna go somewhere with that. But yeah, pretty much that's the shtick. Someone will hire seasoned adventurers such as myself to get them back to mainland.
You have nowhere else to go.
No, I have tons of places to go.
Yes. Because you're so important. Well,
Yeah, you get it.
okay, out of character really quick too. We want to potentially add another one to the roster.
That's
I
a
really
conversation
want-
you can have in character. Don't above the table this.
Yeah.
That'll be way too funny to have in person.
I need him. I need him to be
as-
hardy. Like I need him to be
Fair.
hardy.
Anyways, Gax, as you're drinking with that captain, he goes, "Oh, saw you fight there. That was pretty good there, lad."
Oh, well, I got trained by the best.
Oh, well, if you want to test your metal, you might want to head over to the Kraken's Maw. They got a nice little ring there, and there's a little lass that's been coming up, whooping everyone's ass.
Alas.
She'd kick your ass, yeah? Plus, it'd be funny to see a cow person fight a goddamn hyena man.
You know, that would be pretty funny. As he's starting to like feel the alcohol a little bit, because I'm sure
You're
he's got
officially intoxicated now,
Yeah.
so you have the
Yeah.
disadvantages.
I
and
was like,
stuff.
oh yeah, that does sound pretty nice. The Kraken's Maw, you said, some sort of fighting ring?
Right, yeah. So it's a tavern, right up in the hole of the Kraken, right off the whole cliff, and you go in, and it's got the. Well, you know, in most cities, it would be like a secret underground fighting pit. But in a city where people just kind of shoot each other as long as they
Yeah, why
agree
would
to
you
do
need
it.
that?
Why the fuck? Yeah. So no, you just go there and you can try to fight whoever's on the docket tonight. But yeah, this little ass has been on the docket for quite some time. She's whooped their hands ass.
That sounds
Yeah,
like
yeah,
something I might
so
be interested in. And sounds like the woman ain't too bad either.
Yeah, they call her Lyria the Merciful, but if anything, that's a bit of a incorrect name.
Does that name ring any bells?
No. I'm just gonna go to say no. You've never been to Waterworld before. You know, you've heard of the people. You've seen some. You might have seen Martina before, maybe, or whatever. Actually, definitely have. Around in Shady Sands, but you've never been up this far. This is an up and comer. This is someone new. You don't know anything about this place.
And
as been born and raised in this fucked up pirate city.
Yeah, as you know, he says that Gax is gonna down one more drink, like the rest of the drink that he has, and he's gonna put another gold piece on the table, and he says, "Well, thank you, sir. I'll have to call this round yours, but I'll pay for your next 2 rounds."
Absolutely. Yeah, he's able to stand up. Akash is talking to the man. But we're gonna zoom out of this moment and return to the penthouse suite as we find Yonin, Sushi, and Alphadon as you're coming up to the suite from the glass raining down on everyone. You see Yonin, I believe you guys are in the sort of like hot tub area, basically, chilling out by there. But, Alphadon, as you go up, you see these two hanging out. What do you all do?
Yes.
I think we had this like conversation a little bit at the end of the last session, because I think we decided that Sushi and Yonin were heading down on the elevator.
I believe. Okay.
Or we're
so
about to.
Yeah, I think we were just about to. So I think you guys are drying off and getting ready to do that as it's a rapid elevator with the rope of mending, but as you see as Alphadon arrives and walks in as you guys are drying off.
Alphadon, you have to try this.
Try what?
Oh, the hot tub, so relaxing. And did you get any shopping done? Did you find a place that sells that special paper for copying your spells and such?
I did quite find quite a few things, but what happened down there again? There's quite a lot of glass everywhere.
I
dropped my barrel.
And what did we learn, Sushi?
Never bring a barrel in a treehouse, especially if it's full of glass.
Well, it's a start. It's a start.
Oh. And if we get a bad person and we're up high and drop glass on them, it works well.
See,
Well,
this
by
is
the looks of
valuable.
it-
This is valuable information. And Yonan just looks over with Alphada and with this like knowing
poor
smirk
fellow.
of like, you know exactly what I am dealing with. You know better than anyone in the world what I have been dealing with.
Sushi's clothes is just dripping wet since she didn't actually take anything off when she went swimming the first time, so she's still just like dripping. There's a big wet streak across the floor everywhere she's walked.
That poor fellow with the purple jacket.
Wait, Purplejacket? I see.
Well, I
The
think it was
gods have
purple.
decided.
There was a lot of blood. So
Yonan face palms. Sushi, do you have any healing spells left in you?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yonan will grab a towel. Come on, Sushi, we've got to go meet with one of my relatives and apologize to the fella you dropped the barrel on.
Mean to drop it? She just grudgingly goes along.
Try the crab legs, Alphadon. They're to bloody die for.
I don't plan on dying anytime soon, but sure, I'll try them.
You're able to grab some if you want to go with him, Alphadon. You can, unless there's something you wanted to do in a moment by yourself.
Alphadon has a full schedule of things he wants to get done.
Fair enough. Wizard's got a wizard, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're able to take your crab legs as Yonan and Sushi as you descend into the chaos below. You see people are still like people are just starting to like clean up the glass. There's like a whole string of wounded over on the side. People cut up. No one's dead that you know of or can see, but there's probably 30 some odd people that are injured in various states. Some of them have taken some pretty gruesome injuries. Like one of the shards fell at a really bad angle deep into someone's collarbone, and
Important question: is Sushi using her halfling disguise at the moment?
No.
Yonan is going to pull Sushi behind the barrel and say, now would be an excellent time to be a halfling.
But goblins were allowed in Waterworld.
Goblins are allowed, but goblins who drop barrels from large heights can sometimes get into trouble.
Did someone see me? Let's get them. I mean, I'll go help them.
Okay, yeah, that's. I was thinking we would help and then tell them that it was you. You know, there's a saying where we come. It's better to ask forgiveness than permission. And I think I'm using that expression incorrectly, but I figure my father would still approve. So let's go get some forgiveness for you.
Talk to the spirit. They'll help. She starts just talking to the air as you guys start walking down.
Okay, so no halfling disguise?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, are we walking straight to the line of injured people?
well, yeah. So you descend down, right, and you're able to pop up your healing spirit, Sushi. It sounds like you're walking over to help them. As you summon your spirit, anything, Sushi, as you see this line of injured folk as you're looking around, you do see there's like the area that you're down below is like there's several little small like bars, taverns, restaurants, and hotels around, and it's like a courtyard that you guys were above that you dropped the glass and barrel onto. So there's like almost like picnic tables and stuff around in this area. And there's one building that you know that's where Connor O'Brien came out of when he like greeted you, that you imagine is where he would be.
Sushi's just going to immediately drop that spirit to the most injured person and just one by one kind of move it from person to person. As she does so, she'll start talking to the spirit at the person each time. So, and like just start muttering.
Talking to your healing spirit that you put up.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I was gonna ask, do you actually try to dip into the spirit realm or no?
Ooh, let's leave it to fate.
Oh boy.
What should we roll for it?
Chaos. Roll a
All
D100.
choose odds.
All right.
You choose evens. Roll whatever.
Come on.
63.
Odds.
63. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, Sushi.
Ooh. Oh no.
9.
you accidentally start to arrive at that halfway point between here and the spirit realm, or that's you know it of. And you start to hear the screaming, the yelling, the cursing, and the fighting of thousands of angry pirate spirits that are constantly fighting each other. It appears that whatever shit is going on in Waterworld in this realm, at some level is also occurring in the spirit realm, as certain pirates don't like to give up their grudges, and then perhaps are left a little piece of them here. However, all of this cacophony is a bit much for you, and you take 1 point of psychic damage as you come out of the back to the real.
When she comes out, she just starts screaming, holding her head
there's
as she
this lady
goes down into the fetal position.
There's a lady going, "Oh, thank you, you sweet little goblin girl." And then you start screaming, and she goes, "What did I do wrong?"
Yonan's gonna run over to her. Sushi! Sushi, stay with me! Stay with me! Sushi!
She turns, pulls him close. I saw them.
Okay, Sushi, okay. This one's had a bit of a day. Right, let's just go get to the bar here. We'll get you a nice soda or something. Maybe get you something to calm your nerves. And starts like
you've
gently.
killed people, lots of people.
A few.
They don't go away.
No, Sushi. No, they don't. They stick with you.
I saw them. Like I see
Sushi.
you now.
I see them too sometimes. That's why I'm glad I met you. Yeah. Sort of talked me into finding a better way of dealing with me problems.
If they don't go away, you can't just. I don't understand how you stop them. How do you make
You
them
don't.
better?
You don't, Sushi. You just learn to live with them.
Then that would make me want to kill good people, not bad people. Because I want to live with the good people forever.
Well, if you want that, there's if you want to settle for sure who you'll be bunking down with forever, there's another kind of a fella you can talk to arrange that with. But you've already got relations with those kind of folks, and Yonan will pick up Sushi's hand and sort of rub the place where the mark of the wild mother sometimes appears on her hand with his thumb. That teacher of yours, she could probably explain it might lot better than I.
But isn't she like the others?
Oh no, she's not like the others. She's a bit of everything. That's sort of the job description.
Like the guy in the hat? He's really lonely.
Aye, you'll have to. Let's get us some turley shambles, and he just goes over, sees the. Are there still drink carts?
Oh yeah, they have not stopped selling booze just because glass fell from the sky.
I love Waterworld, and Yoda will get a Mai Tai in one hand, a Bumbo in the other, and just Right, one for each hand, and we'll get something at the bar for you. Takes sushi up to the bar. Something. Excuse me, sir. Something sweet and non-intoxicating for the wee one.
Oh, I hear that right. You want it non-intoxicating?
This one's caused enough damage as it is. Do you have like a Turley
I
Shemple?
don't mind it being intoxicating.
Hey, listen, if the little goblin child wants an alcoholic drink, she can have an alcoholic drink.
Lets out a heavy sigh and then just slowly like sinks his forehead onto the bar. Sushi, order what you please. Tonight's the night of learning from bad experiences.
Good.
Someone told me there's this stuff called rye, and it makes you grow hair on your chest. Is that true?
How about we get you some rum? This also starts with an R.
I heard rum makes you dumb.
Rum makes you fun,
Oh.
especially
didn't
if you
tell
have
me
a
that.
gun.
Well,
You'll
I
pick
need
it
a
up when
gun
you
too
see this
then.
gun.
I
should have
want
been a poet.
rum and a gun.
Right, well, you're gonna have to go down to, what's that fella's name? There's a few folks who sell guns around here. Fortunately, I ain't selling any flintlocks myself, but you can
Do
find
you
them
have a
around.
gun?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, why can't I just buy that one?
Because I need it in case I need to shoot anyone.
Well, of course you got more than one. That wouldn't be very smart of you.
Don't insult your bartender, Sushi. If you do, that's how you end up with people spitting in your glass.
Do that.
Only when you insult them.
I'm sorry. I don't need a gun. I'll just take the rum.
Well, I mean, you are right. You do absolutely need a gun. I'm just not the guy that can sell it to you. So, I'm not going to spit in your drink glass. Don't worry. Here is a Liston Island iced tea.
She takes the
Oh my
drink.
god, Jack, you have
Slowly
been sitting on
sips it.
that one.
Oh, I wish I was. I have to make a place called Liston Island now. But
Private
It's on the
estate
map.
is-
It's canon now.
it's a small
Oh.
island that you can't see on the map, but it exists.
Oh yeah, it's just south of Skull Island. I
A
know.
lot of rich people there. They're all
That's really
assholes.
weird.
Yes, yes. As you are able to take a sip, it tastes delicious, sushi. There's a
She
nice
just
little.
starts
There's an umbrella,
chugging it
and there's
faster and
there's a-
faster.
there's a lemon and an orange stabbed with a little wooden chiseled out like rapier looking thing that's stabbed through these little fruits.
Takes the rapier thing and sticks it over her ear.
Mm-hmm.
And takes both lemons, puts them both in her mouth, and just like ma ma ma,
Grinding
and
on.
starts walking around like that.
Right. Yeah.
I'd say may the gods bless that innocent child. They already have.
Pulls it out, whips it at his head real close. I'm not a child.
That's funny because you guys are like the same height,
Yeah.
and you have to look up at all these people. A lot of them, anyways. Anyways, after the bartender passes you a drink, he goes, "Cheers."
Hey, cheers. Yon takes a heavy.
Did you see that fucker with the barrel on his head? I mean, I've got no love for the prick. He's a right asshole coming in here trying to grift a scam, you know.
I know, who wears a barrel on their head? Like, really?
She's funny, right? But anyways,
Barely staying
Barrel.
on her stool, almost falling off.
yeah, there's a lot of booze in these drinks there, sushi. Here not a lot of sushi.
No.
As yeah, he goes, right, so glass is just falling from the sky. All sorts of different colors landed on everyone. I, of course, like the good man I am, leapt out to protect, some of the good ladies here. And the next thing I know, I hear the big bang, and this dickhead, he's coming around all the time. And he wears these fucking sunglasses at night. Like, why the fuck would you do that? And anyways,
Sounds like a right punt.
yeah, just a dick. Like, this man, and honestly, don't know him, but he says he's got a whole big old family that does crime stuff on the mainland. They can all go to hell based off this guy. They all sound like right cunts, if you ask me. Anyways. Go
on
ahead,
the
yep.
mainland, you say? It's one of them tall elvish fellas, like they got up in the North Bend.
No. Little fella like yourself, actually. Gnomish folk. Some crime family. Anyways, barrel falls on his head. I didn't know if he died. Wouldn't want that to happen to a fella, but then, O'Connor's had about enough of him coming here and fucking with the clientele, so he took him back. I'm sure he'll heal him up, but maybe not in the most painless way, if you know what I'm saying.
Where is O'Connor? I've got some business to discuss with him.
Right, yeah, Mr. O'Brien took dragged the fellow with the barrel, captain. He likes to call himself captain. He doesn't have a bloody ship. Right back through that area, you just go through. You'll have to knock to get into the, Mr. O'Brien's offices, but, I'm sure he'll let you in if you have an appointment, if he can.
I think something can be arranged. Sushi, you finished with that drink yet?
As the drink's empty and she's just like twirling it empty like this, trying to get more to come out. I think so. Oh.
Sushi, how many fingers am I holding up? And he holds up 4 fingers.
This many. She puts 4 on both hands back.
Yeah.
You're right as rain.
Right.
He counts
Good
just
enough.
like we all like to in Waterworld.
I am getting fucking used to this place. Oh, I could live here. I love pirates.
Right? It's a bloody paradise, isn't it? And as soon as he finishes, like just outside of the Onyx Gardens, you hear another flintlock shot, and then just the sound of a body hitting the water.
Oh, it's the heavens.
Just, what more could you want in life?
A couple of books and a quiet place to read them, but I
Yeah, we don't
imagine
got
there's
that
not.
here.
Yeah, I figure that'd be asking too much. I am curious though. I imagine with all these folks running around getting their blood up, there's quite a bit of, if not marriage, at least making families. What do folks do with the children around these parts? Have they set up like a school or something?
Oh, well, the kids that grow up in the area, parents are in charge of teaching them the basics, counting, and then they learn, they start learning the real important stuff, like, ship knots, how to travel, judge wind, how to sail with the stars, and chart your navigations, all the important things that you need for the world. Oh, also, pretty early on, we get them learning the mechanics of these new, we're trying to get them to learn the mechanics of these new flintlocks and stuff, all this tech that's coming out.
Right, so it's more learning through life experience.
Yeah, how else would you want to learn? In a school? I could cross my T's and dot my X's.
I bet you could as well as nearly any man on this ship.
It's the why that you don't.
See?
Shit, I
She's
thought it-
already
fuck.
going native.
Ugh. And then, as you walk over to Colonel Brand's office, we'll shift away from there briefly before we jump to break. Alphadon,
Yes.
you're up above. It's peaceful. There's, it's a nice steam room. You hear groans from Nelson's room as the masseuse has shown up. You can see like the cart has, came and.
Yes, he's sitting there in the hot tub, but he's actually casting Identify. on
Okay.
survivors.
All right.
He's relaxing and.
This is Alphadon's
Double
relaxation.
duty.
Beautiful view, hot tub, also casting, Identify, and learning. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So the first thing is he's gonna look at that rainbow stone egg thing he found with the aboleth's lair.
Actually, if you're gonna identify all this stuff, it'd be perfect time for us to take a break right now. If you can send me that list.
Yeah, that's fine. We can
All
come
right.
back to the break with
For the
Identify.
sake of brevity, everyone, we will come back after break here shortly. Hope you enjoy the break, and we'll see y'all soon.
Yeah.
Echoes of cannon fire, night splits in two. Steel clashes, fire blaze, the sky turns black and blue. Empire's fleet, relentless waves crashing hard. Pirate hearts beating fast, souls scarred. Misty escape, ghost in the fog. Emerging victorious, guarding through the smog. Cannons roar iron, hits the mast. Sails torn, wind whispering of the past. Cannon fire, and steel stories untold. Pirate legends in the night bold. Misty escape, saving souls at sea. Victory in the dark, hearts wild and free. Decks trembling under boots so fierce. Empire trembles, fills the air with fear. Seas up with dreams, shattered and lost. Pirates praying at all costs. Dark horizon, lighthouse of despair. Ships bell tolling, cutting through the night air. Misty escape, sails through like a ghost. Victory near heaven knows. Cannon fire, and steel stories untold. Pirate legends in the night bold. Misty escape, saving souls at sea. Victory in the dark, hearts wild and free. Cannon fire, and steel stories untold. Pirate legends in the night bold. Misty escape, saving souls at sea. Victory in the dark, hearts wild and free.
Welcome back from break, everyone. I hope you all had a great time, because I did the necessary things I need to do, and I'm excited to jump back into this. As we find ourselves in the relaxing station that is the spa that overlooks the grand view of Waterworld, all the lights twinkling in the distance. You can see the clouds up above, just partly cloudy on this evening. You know it's just recently turned into the new day, the 29th of Horisol, the last day of the year. Alphadon, as you're sitting in your tub, fuddling with your stuff, you got your spell book over there in a raised area where it can't get wet, but you can still fiddle with it, and you got a few items around you. But as we return, is Alphadon having a glass of champagne or anything?
He's definitely unwinding from the stressful day that we just got through, so he's probably having like some kind of a wine or something.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll say a nice red up here. It's a bit chillier up here.
He's not getting drunk. He's just
Yeah. Just have a little glass of wine.
taking the edge off. And yeah, the Alphadon would be before he starts looking at these items, it's getting kind of late, and he wanted to use sending to send a message to someone.
It's no longer late. It's officially early now.
Well, luckily this person most likely is not. Well, this person is never sleeping, so it should be okay. They might be
Uh-oh.
meditating soon.
Oh, that was not where my head was going at all with that statement.
So he wants to send a message to Philoria Criscalin. And the message is, "Hi Mom, I'm alive. Was under a curse, but better now. Learned sending recently. Sorry for not writing sooner. Miss you. Love out the dog."
You hear?
You could have put that. You
A
were the
little heavy
worst.
breathing. Sorry, I want to get my voice right for this. Give me a second.
Yes, prepare.
Alphagon, you were the worst.
Whoever you are, your cruelty is mesmerizing. To tease the return of someone that I love so dearly and have lost so long ago. So whoever this is, I will find you. You won't like it when that happens. And that's it.
Well, that went about as well as you could have hoped.
Yeah, he's been missing for about, I want to say 13 years. Might be more than that. I gotta check the timeline.
I believe it is 13 or so.
And this is the first time he reached out to her, so yes.
Mm-hmm.
He learned sending about 3 weeks ago, I think, roughly.
Yeah.
He was he learned it from in that
Tom
tower.
Goodleaf.
Yeah, Mr. Goodleaf, adventurer and writer.
His writer's name is Greenleaf, but yes.
Yes.
Real
So
subtle there.
yes,
This was a previous NPC. Not me. Or sorry, previous PC. I apologize. From an old campaign. But yes. Alas.
so she does not believe me. That's kind of expected.
Yeah.
I don't know
You're
how I'm
sitting
gonna.
and looking at these lights. You got the glass of wine, and
He'll take another drink of that, sit it down, let it settle, and then he'll start going through the identifications he been meaning to get done from when we found stuff in the aboleths in Nalagash's dash. And those items are
what do you start with?
rainbow egg stone.
Yes. You pull out the rainbow egg stone and begin the ritual of casting Identify while in the hot tub. And it's a bit of a complex Identify, Alphagon. You get more and more interested, but eventually it does come through. So you realize this rainbow-colored egg-shaped stone is, in fact, a dispelling stone, which can be thrown up to 30 feet and explodes in a 10-foot radius sphere of magical energy on impact, which destroys the stone, and any active spell of 5th level or lower in that sphere ends.
Ooh,
It's a very rare consumable magical item.
that's interesting.
So, what would happen if you shot it with a sling?
Stone can be thrown up to 30 feet.
So
We have to see.
5th level rainbow dispelling stone.
It's just, the item is just called a dispelling stone. You can find it. You can look it up.
The second item would be that sewing needle, which looked magical.
Yeah. So this is a pretty cool item. As you're looking over this needle, you're messing with it, and you're like, it's an interesting needle. And as you're identifying it, there's a word that keeps coming to your mind, and for some reason you want to say the word dagger, so you mutter it under your breath, and the needle turns into a dagger in your hand. And then you say needle, and it turns back into a needle. You say dagger, and it turns back into a dagger. And this is the Needle of Mending. The weapon is a magic dagger disguised as a sewing needle. When you hold it, you use the bonus action to speak its command word, which is just, for this, is just the other word of the form. And you have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with the dagger, and additionally, while holding it, you can use an action to cast the mending cantrip from it.
It feels like when you said, "Oh, this is a."
It does require attunement, though.
Like, "Oh, this is a really cool item." It felt like that meme of like Obama putting the medal on Obama.
Oh yeah.
It's like, "Oh, this is a really cool item." Yeah, you
Good
put
job,
it in,
man.
Jack.
Well, that's like what happens. This is a really guys. This is awesome.
yeah, it's awesome. I promise.
That would be like if I made it. I didn't make it. Shout
Yeah,
out
yeah.
Matthew Mercer, Explorer's Guide to Wildmount, from the Needle Mending and the Dispelling Stone, actually.
Be cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the last item was that quarterstaff that was Grix.
The quarterstaff, as you're identifying it, it's a magical quarterstaff. It's just a +1 to your attack and damage rolls with it when using it as like a melee weapon.
So a good backup if I happen to break the
Wouldn't hurt.
unstable
Yeah.
staff that I currently have.
That would never happen.
The staff of unreliable teleportation. Which is also
Which is a really cool item, guys. That one I did make. Yeah.
Okay. So that takes up, I believe, 33 minutes.
Yeah, you're chilling in this tub. How's Althadon feeling after getting that response from his mom?
Well, he took the time to focus on that to kind of let it settle and but now that he's identified the items and he's had some time to think about it, he's I mean, there's mixed feelings because he's feeling rejected, and at the same time it's also like, I really should have contacted her sooner. Well, I couldn't have done anything until last month or so, but still.
I mean, it's not like we had sent a bunch of gnomes across the border to Eagle's March. Oh, wait.
Still, she lives, or she, last I knew, lived far away from that place, on the other side of the continent. All the way in
It's-
Hearthfire.
That does
yeah,
make
here.
communication a bit challenging.
To 1,300 miles from Barracks Road. As you're saying that, Althadon, you hear a bit of sort of chuckling from the room that the two remaining scale guard are staying in. There is a couple. There's like, at this point, there's like 4 bottles of wine that are empty, just set outside of their room that they've appeared to have finished at this time. And as you look over from that, you see the masseuse is exiting Nelson's room. And you see Nelson sort of comes out, still exhausted from dying, but sort of pads over. She doesn't grab herself a glass, but instead sits next to you and just grabs the bottle of wine. And she will take a sip out of it.
How are you feeling?
Oh, so good and so bad at the same time.
He also,
How are you? You look,
He flicks a gold coin at the tip to the masseuse.
I already tipped her, but she deserves it. Have a good night, Esther. Thank you so much.
Thank you for helping me here.
The woman sort of just nods her head and goes on. What's going on, bud?
Well, identified all the items that we found in the Aval's lair.
No, anything good?
Some minor magical items. Actually, this is a dispelling stone. They're pretty rare.
Hmm.
And this is it shows on the needle and says dagger.
Oh,
That's
that's kind of cool. That'd be useful if you're going into a spot where they're gonna take all your, shit away or whatever.
Yeah.
Can't take these away though. Oh, I'm so tired.
Come join me. Water's fine.
All right, and she ungracefully slides in. Oh. She's sitting next to you. Her head is just above the water because she's tiny. She's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just cranes up looking at you.
Yeah. Just
Heard
let the
you
water
muttering
take
some
the.
words there. Did you
Oh.
say something about a mom earlier?
Oh,
It was
you
right
heard
when
that.
She was getting into my back, but yeah, I have excellent hearing.
Yes, that was the other thing. I sent a message to my mother.
Oh, and that didn't have anything to do with all the screaming and stuff that was happening earlier, way below us.
Unrelated, no.
Not
No.
related to us at all. Perfect. That's what I love.
Unrelated to my message sent.
That feels like a specific way to respond to that.
I think Yonan might have what's the word?
Go on. If you're
I don't-
going to throw me under the bus, don't be halfway about it.
Might have underestimated
gotta-
Susie's knowledge about gems, and told the concierge to send up a barrel full of glass.
Because that explains everything.
And she didn't take it well.
This sound worse.
Apparently, she was on her way to return it when she dropped it, and there was chaos below.
On purpose?
It didn't sound like it was on purpose, but
Check. You didn't bother to ask Sushi any questions about this or investigate at all? You just.
Do we seem like a party that asks follow-up questions?
I mean, Yonan kind of instigated it. It looked like he was handling it, so I left it to him.
That makes sense. He instigated it. Yeah.
But yes, my mother was not happy to hear from me. She thought I was some prankster preying on
Why
her.
is that?
I disappeared about 13 years ago, and she hasn't heard from me since.
Oh, why'd you disappear? Why did you talk to her?
You know that wizard we've been talking about, that archmage
Yeah, the
Silvar.
yeah, he's the one who sounds like a twat. Yeah.
Yeah, he turned me into a barrel, and a barrel mimic, to be specific.
No, hold on. I'm gonna need you to pause there. She grabs a bottle of wine.
I ain't drunk enough for this story.
Right, continue. You were a barrel.
Yes, I
Mimic.
was a barrel. Yes, and well, I eventually regained my consciousness and escaped where he put me, but I did not have a way of contacting her for quite some time. I just learned sending about 3 weeks ago, and it's been so much going on, I hadn't thought to contact her until just now. That near life death experience with that aboleth.
Well, it's weird hearing that from someone who's so much shorter than you and whose head is barely sticking out over the bubbles of a hot tub while she's been chugging wine and has that like wine lipstick on like one half of her greenish lip. Kid, let me tell you something. You got both parents?
As far as I know, it's been
That's a lucky thing in this world.
Hope my dad's still alive. It's been
Sounds like
Quite
you
a
got a
while.
lot of checking up to do, and you'll just have to check in with your mom tomorrow, and maybe the next day, and maybe the one after that, and eventually go see her, because a lot of people in this world don't got both their parents, and having people that care about you, well, should make sure they know it's worth it.
I will. I'm going to have to message her.
'Cause eventually, your dad, who's the king of the Goblin Kingdom, gets murdered, and then a bunch of scared people come and they blame you for it, and it's a tough way to grow up, you know? It's just tough. Because, like, she slowly slips into she's drunk, she has 4 levels of exhaustion, she started off with good intentions, and when you said that you were a barrel, she lost it.
Nelson's a wine ant. Nelson's a wine ant. Oh my god.
She cannot hold her liquor as well as Gax can at all.
No, she's 30 pounds, dude. She kicks ass, but you only got so much space.
Gax, you did not mention you had a wine ant.
So,
I don't.
anyways, this is fast forward 15 minutes later. So, anyways, bottle's empty. There's another one next to her now, half empty. What I was getting at is just talk to the people. I know it costs a spell. There's a guy who was saying that. It's probably worth it to do it. And because if I'm your mom, I got a message, that wouldn't be good. And seem like a good guy. Outfit on. You can look after that little girl. It's really sweet. And this party.
I mean, she's a goblin like you. You know she's technically an adult right now already. But
Yeah, I'm talking more about how she acts, where she's at, you know? There's something
yes.
there.
Yeah, yes.
Something bad happened. She hasn't grown up yet. That's okay. But it's not for the right reasons. You just gotta help her. I don't know. And she points and sort of pokes and touches your chest, like where your heart is. She goes, it tugs on those heartstrings of yours for you to do that, but you've been through stuff too, pal. Just know these guys you got, they care about you. They're good people. Stick by them. I won't say everything will be alright, but be better than if you don't stick by them.
I'll take those words to heart.
I'm gonna go sleep for so long right now.
He's gonna help her. Like, his arms are either.
Yeah, she looks around and looks at the ledge and like the drunken mind of like, how do I navigate this? Even though as a monk, she can walk on water. Yeah.
If
Yeah,
she
but-
can remember to.
Yeah.
If she
Let
can
me
walk.
Right foot forward and your left foot out. Nope, that doesn't work.
Here, let me help
That's
you.
the,
get to the-
Yeah,
The innate problem with the monk's walk on water ability is that you need to be able to walk to use it.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not hobble on water.
Her hobbles. Yeah, you get her back to bed. And once again are left with that vista that you were enjoying. But quickly,
It does.
go ahead.
bring
If
up,
there's any, yeah.
I did not use the Pearl of Power, did I? Oh wait, no, we changed how that worked, didn't we?
So that you put a spell into it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. So it's currently empty. It's fine. Save it
Alright.
for another day.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. You look out, and, well, what I guess effectively would be a little bit before this time. A few hundred feet below you, Alphadon. Let's return to a drunken sushi, just another drunken goblin. Oh, for the crowd, Sushi nat 1 a con save for that Long Island drink, so Sushi's a bit hammy-pooed. And Yonan, as you all are entering, and then we'll get back to you, Akash and Gax as well. But yeah, as you guys are approaching the door that, Connor O'Brien is behind.
Yeah, he owes me. The Brian guy.
Sushi, I love you. You're becoming like another younger sister to me, but please, for the love of all that is holy, please shut your pie hole.
About what?
Yonin restrains himself from pulling out his side daggers. Knocks on the door.
Oh, see, you don't like him either. She gives a double knock after.
Right. I'm a right bit busy at the moment, but who is it?
Mr. Connor, was it?
Oh yeah.
We've come to apologize for causing a mess.
I thought you might come down, or at least I hoped you would. As he comes over, and you hear the sliding of curtains, and then you feel the door creak open. As you see, weird how the door creaks open. He must have done it with like a mage hand or something, because he is a full 20 feet away from you guys, sitting at a desk, sort of twirling a glass of like a cognac of some sorts. How can I help you?
May we come in?
Yeah, you're welcome to come in. Can I get you a broom? Why'd you do that?
Right. About that. So you fulfilled the letter of our request and brought up. Well, you brought up a barrel, but I was while I was busy with some business, the wee one was in the bar area, and well, I don't know if you're aware of this. I mean, I'm normally not one to judge, customs being customs, this being the pirate world, but apparently the barkeeps in this place are perfectly fine serving alcoholic beverages to a small child like this, and she ended up quite soused, and while she was in the process of I still soused. Look at her.
Oh,
This one.
I decided you don't owe me the gems anymore. It's okay. I forgive
Look
you.
at her.
So, you owed me little anything. And I'll admit, I'm not the best right at judging ages and all that. We don't judge about things like that here in Waterworld as far as drinking. But you, and he points to you, Yonan, you asked me for these gems, alright? You asked me for the damn glass, because I can't give you a barrel of fucking gems. And I'm a nice guy. No. It's my time to talk. I was a nice guy. We set you up in the penthouse per Miss Troubadour's request, as I have a great relationship with her. But there's 30 bloody people out there right now with cuts, people that were just enjoying their time here. And you know the one fucking rule I have here in the Onyx Gardens is that there's no bloody fighting. No one gets hurt. You're safe here. People can shoot each other out there. It's a chaotic world. We all know what we live in. And you corrupted and poisoned that trust tonight. And now, it's not just business that's fucked up from that. It's relationships, political things, shit I actually care about. fuck, I got a guy back here. Now, granted, he's a giant pain in the ass, but he has a barrel wedged halfway over his fucking tiny ass head. And, I mean, now, there's some cuts. He's hurt real bad. And I
Yonan
just want
raises
you to
his
know-
hand slowly.
I can help with that.
Yeah,
She stumbles
bloody
a bit.
damn right. You're gonna help after I have my way with him a bit, because he, frankly, has a bit of explaining to do to me. But, listen here, lady. You just have to understand, because of this fucking idiot, as he points to Yonan, won't explain consequences of actions and how all that works. When you do dumb shit and innocent people get hurt, well, that has to come out of somewhere. And you should feel a wee bit of remorse for that. Don't you? You got a heart in your child, you care for things.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen a bird with a broken wing, or a crab with missing an arm or something? It's a bit sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But if you
Right.
want to live,
Well, you
can't
just
go
clipped a
on
lot
it.
of wings out there tonight.
Again, Yonan is like raising his hand like a schoolboy.
Right. You can talk now.
Right, so, this one has healing magic and has already helped several of the 30 patrons, which she was responsible for injuring. And
Thank you for doing
we-
that. That is very good of you, young lady, to start,
It's what the spirits wanted.
Great. Whatever that means.
You got another one of those long drinky things? An island?
Right. Give me a glass of iced tea, please, will you? As he snaps his fingers 3 times, and then from a chute, just an iced tea. Not. Just sort of comes down this thing, he grabs it. Here you go, little lady. It's got the umbrella and everything. You like that, right? It's a nice touch.
Mm-hmm. Goes my sword as she pulls it out and it's like, ah.
Yeah, there's 3 little, like halfling wood carvers that's all they do is make those swords. They love their life, though. They're paid well. Anyway, sorry, I digress. You were saying, fella. Yonan. Your name is Yonan, right?
Aye, Yonan McPherson.
Wait a second.
Oh no!
Perhaps you're responsible for 2.
Yonan pinches the bridge of his nose, just face palms. Please. Oh, I already know the answer to this because the Changebringer has a mighty wicked sense of humor. But please tell me, the fella in there with his head stuck in a barrel, and that you're planning on working over as soon as he gets his head stuck out. He wouldn't happen to be named Bellcat McPherson, would he?
See, not a lot of people know that that's his actual name. But yes, and I already got his head stuck out of a barrel. He raises his finger, flicks it, as you see the curtain pulls. And he stops it for a second, and he goes, I don't know what the child here has seen, or if she even is a child. I don't bloody know. But she might not want to see this.
Yonan looks at like a dead stare and says, she's seen plenty and she's seen far too much as it is. So I imagine whatever it is, it won't do much worse.
Alright then. And he pulls back the curtain. And you see kind of a horrifying scene. You see a broken barrel in the corner, and you see like the metal like wrapping of the barrel like that has to go around it, the banding, is wedged deep into the clavicle of this man, and it like curves out and actually comes into another part of his torso as it curves around. But that's not the horrifying piece of this. What's horrifying is that he's screaming and there is no sound. Because there is salt packed in on his wounds in all sorts of different places. So this fucker has been fucking up my business. I gave him plenty warnings, and frankly, he owes a lot of people a little bit of cash. So I said I'd help him, but in my own way. Now, do you want to be able to talk to him? I guess he can hear you, but right now I got him on mute.
Right. So, the attitude problem, not sure I can help with that. The debts, something might be arranged, for him and for the trouble and the political inconvenience we've caused you. More concerned about the immediate injuries. You mind if my wee friend here has a bit of a look-see?
Sure, if she's gonna be casting magic though, I might have to. Alright, hey, oi! Shut the fuck up back there, because you're gonna actually be able to speak in a second, alright? And if you scream, I'm gonna mute you again. And then this coined young little goblin lady is not gonna be able to help you. Capiche?
Okay.
Alright, and he unsnaps his fingers, and you just hear. As you all see, this man, broken sunglasses on his face, blood coming down, very beautiful, but looks like recently not very well taken care of. Purple outfit, very luxurious, I guess. As you stare in the face of this gentleman. Oh, I have to show him. Captain Purplejacket, aka Bellcat McPherson.
There's no escaping the McPhersons.
What was his name? And she looks over.
This
to
is.
His name is.
This is You can call him Captain Purplejacket, Sushi.
Mr. Purplejacket, I'm sorry for dropping a barrel on you. And then she comes up to use her healer's kit.
Wait, you dropped it on? Why? Go ahead and make your. You have the healer feat, so I think you just roll the health that you give them, right?
1d6 plus 4.
Yeah, 9. Yeah, as you're able to start patching up, you take the salt out, which actually helped stop some of the bleeding stuff that was going on, but you're just getting that out of his wounds. You're able to start bandaging him up.
As she's doing that, she's going to use Healing Word to heal him an additional amount, just trying to soothe him, even if it's just like a weird hum. Or actually, it would be more like Sushi. She starts making weird bat chirps, but it's her version of calming.
Sushi, you start making weird bat chirps at him, and he goes, "What? What sort of sounds are you?" And then he looks at his arms, and as you're bat chirping at him, his wounds start to heal up, and he just goes, "What the bloody hell is happening? Oh no!"
A little less pain, right?
Oh yeah, actually.
I'm glad I don't have to deal with your spirit today.
Can you mend me sunglasses? As he pulls off the 2 broken halves of his sunglasses, still wounded, even after that healing, but worried about the sunglasses.
Mending. That's the. I think I've got a mate who's got a. Who's good with that kind of magic and such, but let me take him to that. I'll see to it that it's fixed for you before we leave Waterworld. Allow me to introduce myself. Very pleased to meet you, cousin. I've heard quite a bit of stories of the famous Captain Purplejacket growing up. My name's Jonan McPherson, Tosifer McPherson's son.
It's gonna make a history check.
Never heard of you.
He's gonna make another check. What's your passive insight?
Passive insight is let's see, 16.
16. Right. You're Torsi's boy. Good old Torsi. How's he doing these days? He's doing pretty good, right? You and your little sect of the family are doing well down south.
Aye, the Seaward ports. Well, it's been a bit
Right,
challenging.
of course. I was just testing you. Me and Torsi go way back. Yeah, know your old man real well.
Aye, 'twas a shame when they hanged him, but we managed. We've gone.
Right, yeah. That broke me heart when they hanged him all those years ago.
Years ago.
Yes. Right,
Aye,
it's
but,
just an absolute shame. I'm sorry that you went through that, Yogrin.
Hi. It was a bit of a challenge. Uncle Oggins, he helped us out lots, made sure there was food on the table. But look at you. You've got. I know that when I heard there was a change in leadership in Waterworld, I'm thinking, oh my, someone ought to check in on old Captain Purplejacket. She's got. You used to be so close with the leading folk of the pirate elite here, at least according to the stories I heard.
And I'll tell you what, all those stories are true there, lad. I was right there when we were taking over this place. I mean, it was quite the... Yeah, you see as just a coin flies and bangs him in the head. As you see Connor O'Brien is flipping another coin. He goes, right, buddy, don't lie. Not to the people trying to help you. You're scum. Now tell your cousin the truth. As he's flicking another coin, he goes, he sort of looks up at you.
I give him
So
a genuinely...
I'm in a bit of a worse spot right now.
I figured, based on the present circumstances, got yourself in a bit of a money trouble.
Yeah, I lost my crew. They seemed to well, see, when they figured out that I didn't know which side was starboard and which side was port, it really undermined their confidence in me. So I was really avoiding saying those terms, and they were like, why do you always say left and right all the time, Captain? And yeah,
Yeah, Yonin's face is just like, his warm smile is like slowly falling. Right. How long did you manage to go about in Waterworld without figuring out how to captain a ship?
weirdly enough, quite a long time. Like, a couple of years. See, the trick is, you just let the first mate do everything, and then you pretend like you know what's going on, and it's great. Until they figure out that you don't know what's going on.
I feel like I ought to be mad, but now I'm just wondering how many of these fucking captains have no fucking clue, and they're just better at hiding it than you.
See, that's the thing, right? If I didn't have a piece of beryl that was inside my chest, like a couple minutes ago, I feel like I would have got you on that one, though I don't know why I tried lawyering with Mr. O'Brien right there.
That
Do you
was
have any
poor
drink?
decision making. Yes, as a matter of fact, he holds up a bumbo in a
You
coconut
are a fan
that's-
of the bumbos, so listen, they didn't know how
The
to make
drink
one
of proper
proper.
pirates.
Right? They didn't know how to make a proper one around here. They were doing the. See, they were getting the nutmeg all wrong. The nutmeg that they were getting wasn't actually nutmeg.
It's the most
It was-
important part.
Right? And it's all about presentation, too. A good bumbo, you really got to get it fresh, and you got to make sure that, it's just got to be the right color. It's not the same experience. I apologize, me accent wanders, because I've wandered the world.
It's alright, I've been hearing a lot of wandering accents lately. I'm starting to get used to it.
All right.
But
Lock
on
it
to
in,
more,
baby. All right.
on to more important matters. How deep a hole do you find yourself in?
With who?
Let's start with the largest debts and the collectors most likely to inflict bodily harm.
Which one should I prioritize?
The latter. Let's start with the latter.
Right. So, there's a.
He starts listing off literally everyone in Waterworld.
No. Well, the biggest debt, and which is actually part of what brought me to Waterworld, is there's a real kind fella, if you know what I mean. Speaks with his hands, and usually they're holding knives. His name's Brutus. He's over in Smuggler's Port in Waterworld. I owe him, just a few 10,000 gold or so. And then, of course, there's Lippy up on the skiff. He's no problem. I only owe him like 1,000.
Sometimes you gotta let family go, Yona.
Well, then, of course, there's a shipbuilder, too. And this just continues to go on. As he lists a few people from the continent, but also just a lot of smaller debts within Waterworld as well. And by smaller, we're talking like the smallest he lists is like 700 gold.
Yonan's eyebrow starts to twitch halfway through this conversation, and it's just like his like the sides of his mouth begin to like shudder involuntarily. Like, how the fuck are you still upright?
Oh, well, you... Mainly
This
because I
isn't
can
the
turn
first
invisible.
barrel that fell on you, is it?
No.
Had a feeling.
Actually, I had a barrel fall on me when I was younger. I wonder if that has anything to do with the voices.
You hear
Fucking
good
what?
voices too?
I was
Back
kidding.
on check.
Oh.
Listen, all I need, to get me back on my feet, and I can start cranking these out. Get me a crew. We can start a minor investment, just enough to put a good down payment on a decent ship. We're talking 5,000-6,000 gold. Then I'm back on my feet, cousin, and we're good.
Right. I don't have that kind of spread on me.
Give me a deception check. I know it's not on you technically, but
It's true. He doesn't have Alzadon
give
has
me
it.
a deception check, though.
Alright, deception, burning a psionic energy die for a 25.
25. Not quite enough. No, I'm just kidding. I rolled a 3 for a not natural 1. Negative wisdom here. Right. completely understandable. Though his deception is better than yours. I just rolled real bad earlier. He goes, right, completely understandable, cousin. I'm sorry. You know, family rules. I shouldn't have asked that of you. I'd never ask you
No,
to.
I normally.
No.
I'm all
Let my
for-
problems be my problems, cousin. They shouldn't be yours. You and your
I
your
might
good father,
know
my
some-
good friend Bazifa. He was
Please shut up. Just please,
right, yeah.
please. Yonin's gonna take. For the love of fuck. Yonin's gonna take 200 gold. And give it to Bellcat. Right. This is normally I'm all for the McPhersons paying off our debts one way or another. You don't need a crew. You need a bloody pirate treasure. You need a fucking dragon's hoard.
Right, you're getting it. So you know what one of those is?
I've prospects for some jobs that might get you a little.
We'll have to. You
Out.
let me know, because we'll get them, cousin. You know, you and I.
Oh, for the love of
Aye, aye,
God.
aye.
Did you see her put his
So,
his
Yona,
twitching
just for
his
your
nose
perspective, you're having this conversation, and in what enters your view as you're looking at Bellcat is just the arm of Connor O'Brien. That's just a glass full of what looks like the strongest rum you've ever. Like, you can smell the alcohol level of this rum as he's just holding it in front of you to take from him.
We'll take it.
Yeah. You just hear the footsteps walking away as he's just. This is your problem now.
Oh, oh God, that is cruel and wonderful at the same time. He's decided that the worst punishment is to leave me to my own sense of responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
That is, he is a good person, and that is awful.
Yeah.
Right. So, take that money. Bail yourself out of any immediate danger, and I'm gonna try to. Oh, fuck me sideways. I'm gonna try and make some kinds of arrangements. Is there any bars around here which you won't be immediately kicked out of?
You see, as it takes him way too long to think of one, as there are bars everywhere, and you can see him going through like a mental list. The Toxic Kettle. No,
Right.
no, that won't work. She works there now. As he thinks for a second.
As he thinks, scrolling through notes.
Shut the fuck up. Well, actually, there's the rusty anchor in the starboard. That's what it's, starboard wharf. Oh, if I would have just realized that the name of the city is named off the actual sides, that would have helped me. Oh fuck. Anyways, yeah, the rusty anchor in the starboard's wharf. I'm still welcome there, I think.
Right. Well, it has been way too fucking long since I've been out drinking with a fellow McPherson, and well, you'll have to fucking know, because I've
my
got
friend. Oh, and do I? Well, Connor, did my accordion break with the barrel? And you hear Connor go, No, unfortunately, it survived. Bellcat. As you just see an accordion tossed over to you, as it slides across the floor from another room. Mm-hmm. Baby, I'm back. So Bellcat walks over. There's salt that has his blood coked in it, all like soaked in it, like all over the floor that Sushi has scraped out. This man has lost blood, but he's always down for a bar crawl.
Oh boy.
As we zoom out of this scene, we're gonna return to Akash and Gax here in a second, but it is getting late. I was wondering if you guys want to take one last 5-minute break, come back, finish some stuff up, and then call it there. That work?
Yep.
Works for me. I can
Why don't we-
top off my drink.
Yeah.
Reach
are
our
we
long
looking
rest.
Final. Yeah, I think we try to get us to a long rest here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
it's
have that conversation, Akash, if it
optimistic
works
of you
out,
to
but-
assume that Yonan is getting to bed before sunrise.
Well, that's up to you, Chief.
Those of us who choose to take one then.
But yeah, it'd be cool to get to a little bit of stuff, reunite the party maybe. But yeah, well, let's take 5 here. If you want to have like a half a smoke or something, Billy.
Okay, I shall do that. Just
Alright.
rolling it as we speak, because
I could actually tell based on where your eyes were looking. As a connoisseur
Jack isn't
myself.
the only one whose number we've got.
Yeah.
But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying it tonight. We're gonna come back with Akash and Gax, and yeah, see y'all after the break.
Yeah.
all right.
So I was actually looking up why it's called port and starboard. And there are reasons.
Thanks. Thank you for the.
For the actual explanation? Yeah. The lack of explanation. Do you want the explanation?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind knowing. That sounds cool. I'm right into ship stuff, so.
Apparently, starboard was originally steerboard, so they would have an oar on that side for extra steering, and the other side, port, was the side for loading and unloading the ship from.
Interesting. It's actually very logical. Just kind of evolved by the sounds of it in the development of the ship.
Yeah.
But I'm still surprised that they didn't just do left and right. But then again, if you're running back and forth, left and right can change, so.
Yeah. So it was port side was originally called larboard, which is too confused with starboard, steerboard. Basically the loading board. So steering board and loading board. But then they replaced it with port because it's decided you connect to the port. Did I do them backwards? I think I did them backwards. Port. Starboard. There we go.
collect the brain cells check.
Get it back in the hole.
I was just there, man. The force is with me.
Reach out.
Welcome back
Holy
from fuck me sideways. I'm all right. Welcome back from break, everyone. Seamless transition here. I hope you had a great break. We're excited to get back into it as we jump into Akash and Gax.
Yeah.
As you guys have just finished beating up some people and saving Reyes of the Slipstream from having his leg eaten by sharks. You're standing around. Gax, you see as the tiny little kobold sort of pirate captain man who is on equal height because of course his massive shoes, says, "Well, Lottie, I guess I'll be seeing you at the mall then."
Yeah, I guess you will be.
Pleasure to meet you. What's your name then?
Name's Gax. Gax Dampcast, and well, you told me about this fighting ring. I hope you're, after seeing what happened here, you're willing to put a few gold in my name.
Oh, absolutely. You sure you don't want a few more shots before you head off? I'm buying.
I appreciate
Come
it.
on, one more.
How can I say no?
All right, give him a triple, please. Yeah, he'll order you another set of drinks. You're able to take them in Akash. As you see, you're standing over Breas that you just saved. So, where do we go from here? You're very handsome in the moonlight.
Oh no!
Is that an eagle up there? Do you see that?
Look, I'm not. Nope. Not falling for this shit. Not doing this shit.
Fuck.
Look. You said you're looking for something to do. I might know someone who is looking for a crew.
Plenty of employment offers.
Yeah, I know someone. It's not here, but if you're willing to travel, I know someone back in Seawardsport who might be in the lookout for a crew. It might be up your alley.
And what is this esteemed, seasoned veteran of an adventure of a hero's name?
Yeah, it was scary. He coughs audibly as he says it.
Are you sure you got something in your throat there?
Not yet.
No, his name is Captain. He's like, he knows, kind of. He's trying not to say it loudly because they're surrounded by people, and he doesn't know if he has enemies here. So he's trying to be somewhat low-key about it. Captain Viscaris.
Captain Viscaris. This guy just yells at
the
you.
volume thing.
That motherfucker was. Oh, we heard rumor. Oh.
Enough with the volume, please. Keep it down.
Miss Troubadour is pissed at him.
From what I've heard, he was looking for her or something. I don't know. I'm not getting in between. I'm not paid to deal with that, so I'm not gonna deal with that.
Cats have 9 lives. I'm pretty sure the droplet of death took 8 of his.
I don't want to think about that. But yeah, if you're looking for some possibility of making coin or something to do.
Good to know. And he has a ship and everything, right? So if I get down there.
From my knowledge, that's something to talk to him about, but it's a lead and he's looking for people. So if you're willing to come with us.
Such a good lie. From my knowledge, that is something to talk to him about. Right, that makes perfect sense to me. Captain Viscaris. Yeah. All right.
You're lucky this guy has a negative insight score.
If you want to come, just we're leaving. Hopefully tomorrow. I don't just. And he points up to like where the
Where would I
penthouse.
meet you?
Up there, and he points up to the penthouse. Just come around morning or something. I don't know. They're all gonna be fuck faced, but I'll be up.
They're all gonna be fuck faced.
Drunk.
What does that
drunk.
mean?
Drunk.
Shit faced.
Yes. Yes.
Because I think the one you said implies a different thing.
I don't know.
I'll be there.
Okay.
Can I go now? You're just staring
No
at me, and it's really
Yeah.
scary. Please.
No answer.
Well, no, I'm thinking.
Thinking of.
Sorry, I'm improv.
No. Hat on head, even though same size. Like, kind of condescending. Go, and then pushes him, and then he walks off.
Gladly have a very good
Kind of like,
evening,
yep,
morning.
you go, kid. Because even though they're like the same size, he's just kind of like, I'm not dealing with this child. He thinks of him kind of as like a kid, kind of young
Yeah,
person.
I mean, you are older than him. He's probably like early 20s.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah.
What is it? What is it with you guys and
You
finding
reach
random
around
people?
and you see Gax and a kobold face to face,
Stilts.
really close. Yeah, like.
Wait, okay, so
What
they
is
can't see me. They can't see me, right?
No, they can see you. They're not looking at you. They
Can I-
see you.
Yeah, because I'm in a sour, but this will make me smile. I wanna like just push Gax's head just a little bit, just a little bit, just enough to kiss.
Yeah, you
just enough to
we'll
kiss.
say Gax can't see you. He's looking the other way.
Yeah, just kiss. Him.
What?
As Akash goes to push your head in just a little bit.
What the hell?
I'm gonna say both of you make contested athletics rolls. Gax, with disadvantage, 'cause you're hammered.
Shit, and I don't.
And I'm gonna
have
say
that
Akash,
good-
you have advantage because
What
he
the
doesn't see
fuck?
it.
Can
This
I
is just gonna be funny.
Yeah. This is
Why can't it be? Why
No.
can't I use my dexterity?
No.
No.
The answer is no.
It's strength check, right?
Athletics.
Athletics.
with advantage, you said?
Advantage for you, disadvantage.
Oh god, 2 nat 20s, please.
22.
Disadvantage. Oh shit. You just pushed me into someone.
Like
Fuck.
very lightly too. Like I'm not trying to get him topple over.
No.
I'm like
This-
just slightly pushing your
Your
head.
discrepancy doesn't mean that you push him too hard. I would never do that. But yeah, as you push him in, you see as this captain goes, "Oh, I don't like it like that." Let's
Hey! What the hell?
And he
As
just-
he says, I just want to note, as he says "little man," he clicks his heels and goes about 3 inches taller than you.
Yeah.
you just see a gotch like snickering.
God. What the hell?
He sees you over Gax's shoulder and just gives you a little wink. "I'll see you at the Kraken's Maw. You're gonna take on Leary, all right?"
Yeah. Of course I am.
Beautiful. Bartender, you know me. I'm good for it. If this man and this beautiful scaled gentleman next to him want any drinks from here tonight, you put them on my tab, and they're paid for, but you only give them the high proof. Beautiful. Well, I'll see you at the Kraken's Maw later tonight.
Will
Gax.
do.
Oh, by the way, as he starts walking away on his stilts, and every step he takes, he lowers it just a little bit, so like he slowly lowers in height. And he turns around over his shoulder, and he says, "The name's Captain Tiefas," and then walks into an alley and disappears.
Oh man, it was so much cooler when I didn't know that. That's unfortunate.
Akash?
Yeah, for
Akash
2
is out
questions.
here winning all the man.
Two questions, Akash. What is it with you and your group and finding random people and just picking them up? First off. Second off, is with you in this place? I know you got a new set of clothes, but like, you got like,
I don't
are
know.
you are you got some like smell about you? Like, do I need to be worried?
I don't
Do
know.
I find you attractive?
You can have
Roll.
everyone.
I'm just kidding.
You can have all of them. I don't. It's getting quite uncomfortable, honestly. All things considered.
Oh no, that's not what I'm asking. I'm just asking why.
He's got pull. He's got pull.
I don't know. I couldn't say. I mean, I'm not interested. I don't know. I don't know. As far as your first question, though, Sushi likes collecting things.
That's honestly as good of answer as anyone.
That's a very intriguing and concerning answer to that question.
But for real, I had a few drinks with someone, and he seemed like an honest guy, and that guy, let's be real, he's kind of pathetic. I don't want to see him die or go down a bad route, you know, kind of the Hardy situation.
Right.
Wait, you don't know have you met Hardy? You know Hardy, right? You've met him.
I've heard of.
Okay.
I've heard of him in
You've
passing.
seen him around the
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Jade's End.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of that. So if
Interesting.
something can put him on a good path, I mean, it's better than this hellhole.
Right. So the better path is what exactly?
Not annoying me right now, honestly. But I don't know. If he goes with them, he goes with them. But he seems stuck here, so what he does beyond that's really none of my concern.
Right. Well, I don't know if you heard or not, but I found ourselves a fighting ring. If you feel so inclined. I know I'm going.
Fuck yeah.
Cool, blowing off a little bit more steam. So, Akash, I do have a question for you while we walk.
What is it?
What exactly? I know we had this conversation before, but what exactly is going on with you?
What do you mean?
Well, from what I've seen, both in and out of all the shit we've gotten into, you seem confused. And not like in the I don't know what I'm doing sort of way, because you have that too, trust me. But you seem lost.
No, I wouldn't say lost. How do I explain this? I'm just done putting up a mask. That's all.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, come on. A whole... If you've heard anything about, well, my history, a jolly bard who tends to play instruments and make people no. That's not quite how the world works. You should know more than all of them. You're the only one who's not quite at that age of testing their own limits against the world. But...
Well,
Oh, sorry.
I have a question for you then. If this mask, you say, is something that you want to cast aside and assumedly show the real you, less happy-go-lucky you, why? Being happy isn't a sin, nor does it have to be something that needs to be thrown away during times like this.
agree to a point, but it's also a way to escape, and that's all it was. And I guess as we're walking, and he kind of looks up at the sky, and kind of like stops towards, I would say, like if there's like an opening between stalls and a pier, and you can kind of like just stop near like the ropes at the the side of like the dock, kind of stares out at the ocean. But pretending to be happy when you feel nothing, and realizing that you're pretending while millions and millions of people are dying every day because you're out gallivanting. I'm not saying that I'm not happy. I'm not saying that I don't feel joy or any of that. But fighting that aboleth, being able to feel that much power, being able to do something again, just kind of brought that all back into focus. That we're fighting a war. We were all conscripted to be part of this thing. And he kind of looked around and just making sure that no one's like listening in.
No one's listening in. You have a quiet moment in between two large sections of dock. There's like one neighborhood of dock section and another. You're at a moment on this long extension of dock between the two where it's just you, the lapping of the waves, and the sky of the world Atura above you. There's no other soul that will hear you in this moment.
I'm not unhappy.
Gax would move over to where Akash is at the docks and sort of lean on anything solid that he can and sort of look towards the sky with him. And he would say, "You were a soldier once, weren't you?"
For the very armies we fight, I led
Well,
quite a few of a squadron. Took over quite a few areas.
I know that kind of pain. Way back when, I was in a war for Skull Island, my home. A place that didn't even feel real to me when I first got there. Gave me a place to belong. And fighting for that place took nearly everything from me. However, in times like that, it's important to know that you're fighting on the right side, no matter how bad it gets or how terrible and empty you feel. No matter how many people die in the process, because there will be death. It's war. You cannot let it get to you and take away everything. And that includes your feelings or whatever else you may have with you, your friends, anything you can protect. You protect that. Because one day, if you don't fight, because you've lost it all, that is the true day. You will know defeat. And you're on that path, I feel it. Don't let it take everything away.
And he kind of looks over at you kind of puts some of his weight on one of like the round planks that's holding the rope. That's good advice. For anyone but me. And he kind of just... You see him like close his eyes for a second, and he just kind of... He doesn't move, and he just kind of... It's this really odd scene where like he's just perfectly still, and like if you're looking at him, and he's like,
Listen. Oh, you first.
every time I close my eyes, I can still hear every scream, every cry. How do you think I got into being a bard? Anything to drown out the multitudes of just noise that I constantly hear in my head. I never had anything. I was an orphan. I grew up in the military. I was bred to be a soldier. The war has never left me, even to today. I just want silence. Not all of this.
No one does, Akash. And I know my words don't mean much. Hell, I don't even believe them myself half the time. But even though I don't expect much from my words, I want you to at least think about them. Doesn't even have to be for long. Just one thought. And that can be later tonight, in a week, in a year, but my only hope is that one day you'll get some meaning out of them. Because the worst thing that can happen to someone is to feel that kind of defeat.
With that, he opens his eyes. He looks at you. That's why I keep fighting. I can't stop.
You fight to end it.
No. When you grow up...
I'm not saying that's what you do. I'm telling you. You fight to end it.
You're wrong. And he actually gets a little bit, he takes a step forward to you. That's not what I do. Now, I understand what you're saying, and I think your advice is good. You don't know me. I fight so that everyone in this world doesn't have to face the horrors that I've seen in the horrors I've done. From some sick retribution that I hope that maybe someday my soul can be saved, sure. But I'm going to keep fighting, not to end something, except the Empire. I want this world to be a better place, because I helped make it hell. Don't put me with that self-sacrificing bullshit that I'm sorrowing in depression. That's not it. Yes, I have feelings. Yes, I am sad. But my focus has always been to make sure that I can stop them from making other people hurt, cry, and stop the pain that I've caused. And that will always be my focus. Just to make sure that others aren't hurting like this. I don't want to end it. I don't want to start it for others. He kind of gets up and... Are we going?
Sure, Akash. Sure.
And as you continue that journey, in a I guess what I would describe as an uncomfortable but familiar silence. Two men that have been through the hell of war, that understand each other. Maybe not fully, but on a level that none of the other members of your group do. They've been through shit. They haven't been through war. And you're two people that know that you're staring down war like you're staring down a bullet through the barrel of a gun. It's an uncomfortable silence. So while you understand each other, you may disagree. But there's still familiarity in it. And as you're continuing under the stars of this world of Atura, as you're continuing walking back to the Onyx Gardens, you're offered countless drinks as you pass by. Maybe you pick some up, Gax, maybe you don't. But you are greeted by the sight of Yonan and Sushi walking out with a very fucked up Bellcat McPherson as he is walking out of this, as they're walking out of this tavern area. There's bloody salt falling off, like, the very esteemed, like, captain's uniform that this guy made for himself. As you see, and he has the broken sunglasses. He has just put together, so they're like both on each side of his face, and they're aviators, right? So they're broken in the middle, so they're kind of slanted. And you're walking through as you just see Yonan at this point with a full bottle of rum in his hand, and Connor O'Brien behind him, just sort of putting his head in his hands and shaking his head and smiling a bit as you see these three walking out. Yonan, before we end the session here tonight, is there any announcement of some sort of activities that you guys might be up to in the upcoming evening?
So, everyone enjoying their stay in Waterworld? Me cousin and I are going for a pub crawl. Anyone up to join?
Well, I was planning on going to a Kraken Steel. Who is? You said cousin.
Oi!
Hi.
I'm the legend, Captain Purplejacket,
Never heard of
aka.
you.
Of course you have, matey. I'm one of the most fearsome pirates and he gets hit by another coin in the back of the head from Connor O'Brien.
Wait a minute. I just realized. You're a captain. You could sail us out of here.
You would think so, but no. Anyways, as you guys all hop out in the elevator, you hop back up to the penthouse to change, dress up. You see Althadon up there, after he's just coming out of Nelsa's room.
Hey, I didn't think you were tied.
Oh, no. She just needed help back to her room.
Uh-huh. Right.
Actually, I don't need to explain myself to you.
Right, she's her own woman. My master can do as she pleases. I just thought she was... Never mind. If you want, Althadon, we're about to go to... What was it again? The Kraken's Den?
Whiskey, you hear from the room of the two scale guard, as you see, not armored at all, which is the first time you've actually seen him not in his armor. Major Rakash, as he stumbles out in a sort of a tattered shirt, actually has a full-on robe on over his dirty shirt that he just put back on because he doesn't have another change of clothes. He goes, we need another couple of bottles.
Oh, well, you guys can drink all you
Perfect
like.
timing! Perfect
What are we doing?
timing!
What are
We're
we doing?
doing a pub crawl!
Pub crawl.
Pub
Crawl!
Pub crawl.
Crawl!
Gonna crawl. and as you all begin to chant in chaotic dissonance, pub crawl, that's where we're gonna end the session tonight. Thank you everyone for coming out to watch this insane little side jump of Waterworld. I'm excited to have all the players doing this. I don't know. All right, you're here now. You might as well pub crawl and let Gax try to beat someone up.
Yeah.
But I just want to give hats off. I did not know that emotional moment was going to come about. Rez and Autumn. Fucking hell, that was beautiful. Great session, everyone. I hope all you viewers enjoyed. And yeah, thanks for staying with us. We'll see you for episode 10 next time.
Yeah.
All right, good night, everyone.
See you again.
The 10? Wow.
Who first was a kobold, small and fierce, with dreams of oceans, why he'd surf and pierce. He strapped on stilts to gain some height, a pirate captain ruling waves with might. He first the mighty with his stilted pride, sailing on the sea, he's got nowhere to hide. Underneath the moon his shadow stands tall, a pint-sized terror making sailors bold. Was big, his coat was grand, but could he steer with such a tiny hand? With boots that clacked upon the deck, he'd shout and yell, but what the heck? He first the mighty with his stilted pride.
Woo. Can't wait. Can't wait to fight a cow woman while drunk.
Good luck, motherfucker.
Hey man, I got my key points.
I saw the sheet.
What?